Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship. Warning.
Hey, hello, Drea. Hello,
What?
everybody. Another podcast today with Drea. How are
This is going to be
you?
a fun one. I think this is going to be
Yeah.
fun. I'm happy. Anytime I get to hang out with you, Alexa, it's a good time. And of course, with our Rebel supporters. So,
It's same for me. You're awesome. You're one of my favorite and rebel.
is that what you say to everybody?
No, it's just because I find that you have like the way to talk perfect. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my.
I wish one day. I
Well, we'll
would be
see.
like you.
We'll see. You're doing great. You're our double-edged sword with the French and English. So,
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
So, how are you today?
Good. I'm excited to dive into some of the madness we're going to discuss on this live stream today. And for once, if anybody's seen me on a live stream before, I'm pretty bad with social media. So I think I prepared to actually read some of our supporters' comments. So I'm excited about that too.
Yes, and for the people who know me, I'm the same. So we would probably dive in and just like comment and see what we have for topic today. A lot is going on today. So, and for just a reminder, we will begin with really open topic. But when we will dive on some stuff that big tech doesn't want us to talk, we will change platform. We'll probably to Odyssey, Super U, Rumble. So please don't miss the last part because it will be the best part of our live stream today.
Absolutely. That's when it's too spicy for YouTube. And I believe the link is going to be in the description, which is just underneath the video that you're watching. So in the box below.
Great. So let's begin. So for the people who doesn't know yet, the Bill 21 on uh, law have been adopted in Quebec, but that doesn't really been appreciated by the other province in Canada, and some people are going to go in juridic procedure against Quebec law. Have you heard about it?
Well, so you probably know more about it than myself, but Bill 21 is the law. I guess it's been around for a while, but now
Yeah.
it's being enforced,
Yeah.
right? And it's, whether you want to wear a hijab or a cross, they're banning that. But which places are they banning that from? Like altogether in public or?
It's mostly public worker, so teacher, police officer, everybody who work with the public. They need to don't wear any religious sign, doesn't wear anything that is related to their religion. So recently, a teacher had been fired because she didn't wanted to remove her hijab. So it's why a lot of people from other province say no, that's discrimination, and it's actually true. So why?
Absolutely.
And I was just reading recently from another article that had been published in Quebec about the law. It's just an opinion article, but what he was saying, and that shocked me so much. So it was a judge who wrote the article on the 21 December. It was a teacher who displayed a religious sign condition the child to accept the religious message conveyed by that sign and to unduly influence it, which constitute an infringement of his or her freedom of conscience. Can you believe that? That was right
Whoa.
in one of our articles. So saying that if you wear a religious sign that will affect the conscience of thinking of the children, that makes no sense. Like, it's not because you wear a cross in your neck that the children would say, oh, I need to be Catholic. Sure,
Exactly, exactly. And I mean, a lot of people wear crosses just to wear a cross, but that's not the point. This is Canada. We're supposed to have freedom of religion. It becomes super dangerous when laws like this are passing, and we're seeing it in a lot of different, attacks on freedom of religion. It's something I think the other provinces should get together. I mean, what's next? Kim Jong-un style? Are we going to ban leather coats and hairstyles as well? Because I don't know. So. This is just it's really despicable. And I wonder, Alexa, is there any talk about Black Lives Matter logos or maybe the LGBTQ flags? Like, is all that allowed in these areas, or is it just religion?
Yeah, at least we are really open. I'm really happy because we are really a freedom for identity, gender. So it's
right.
Quebec have always been more open up on that topic.
Right.
But I don't know why the religion is really something that disturbed Quebec so much from the rest of Canada. I don't know if it's because, Quebec, it's my opinion, but we were the first colony to move in Quebec. We were all Catholic. It's harder for immigrants to come to Quebec because we are speaking French. So I have the impression that the multiculturality, it's way more present on the rest of Canada. So I think it's more like the Bill 96 about our French language. We want to conserve neutrality, but because we don't want, I don't think it's because we want neutrality of religion. I think it's because they don't really like that we have other religion than Catholic religion. I don't know, but it's probably my opinion.
Well, who knows? But I think it's a slippery slope. I think it would, if you accept this about a cross or a hijab, it's going to eventually probably go to the LGBTQ flag and whatever else you want to have freedom to express. So, yeah, I'm a no for it.
Yeah. So for me, it's just in the article just right now, is Calgary looking at joining other city support of legal challenge of Quebec Bill 21. So Calgary councillor could soon be joining their colleague in other Canadian city to challenge Quebec Bill 21. On Wednesday, Calgary Mayor Jyoti Gondek, I pronounce with like my French accent, said that she and Ward 9 Giancarlo Sarah were working on a notice of motion to join Brampton, Ontario Mayor Patrick Brown in a legal challenge of the controversial bill. So can you believe that? I can believe that other province will fight against other province. We are there.
Yeah, it's a complicated reality, isn't it? But I think this particular bill is so egregious that it does make sense.
I just don't understand why you have been adopted. Like, you have been adopted in 2019, been on hold, and now our government have state emergency is majority, and now the law passed suddenly. But it has been around for us since a while. So
yeah. And what else do we got going on here? I'm just gonna look here. Oh, see, can I do it? So it looks.
Do you want? We have one of the nicer report that is from Yankee Palak.
Yes, that's
in
right.
Florida. So we will call him right now.
Come on in, Freeman.
Yeah, Yankee.
Which one is
How are you?
What's it like to be free? What's it like to be free?
It's amazing. You know, we get to be free and see alligators and crocodiles. And yesterday I got to I saw the governor, went to a press conference about CRT and got to interview the lieutenant governor, which doesn't happen in Canada for us all that often. they don't like us in the room. But in Florida, it's different. They like freedom, they like free press, and they like to speak to us.
Yeah, I was so excited when I saw your report. I was like, yay! I feel like critical race theory in Canada is so under the radar. Like, I don't even think parents even know what's going on in schools and stuff when it comes to it. So then you've got here, and then you've got Florida, and they're passing a bill. I think it's called the Stop Woke Bill.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, so woke is actually the acronym, and let me find it here. It's wrongs against our children, kids, and employees. So he keeps Governor DeSantis keeps on trolling everyone. So it's the acronym is Stop Woke Act, but the full name is actually where is it again here? Wrongs against our kids and employees. So he loves trolling. He signed the anti-vaccine mandate bills in Brandon, Florida, because let's go Brandon, obviously. And he loves trolling. He knows how to troll, but he also knows how to pass bills and get things done.
Yeah.
It's not all talk. He doesn't just say, oh, this and that. He says it and then he does it. He banned mask mandates. He banned vaccine mandates. And, if you want to wear a mask, go ahead, wear a mask. Vaccines, your choice. It's not about being against vaccines. It's about choice. And when it comes to wokeness, he will not allow wokeness in a school. He said he doesn't want that crap in Florida. I believe I'm quoting him when I say crap. He also, the lieutenant governor, which is also amazing. She said she herself is Latino, and she said the word Latinx is offensive to her as a Latino, and she does not want to hear that. And it's just an amazing governor, lieutenant governor, amazing state, amazing people that love freedom, don't like wokeness. And so I got a chance to ask a few questions from the lieutenant governor. I asked her about forced vaccination or vaccine mandates, and I asked her about, what else did I ask her?
I think you asked her about natural immunity, like why isn't Biden recognizing it, right?
Yeah, I did. And her answer was, I don't know, is this YouTube safe? She said,
oh, right. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Natural immunity, flag word.
Yeah.
It's gone political. Let's say it that way. She said that COVID has gotten political a lot, and I'll leave it at that. If you want to watch the full report, exactly
watch
what she
the
said.
Full report. And I mean, if there's anybody watching and they're like, what's CRT? Because I mean, sometimes, people are just finding Rebel for the first time in the last week or so. Critical race theory. It's basically, it's a divisive thing that's being taught, a Marxist agenda that basically teaches you to be recognized by the color of your skin, and then you're labeled as such. So if you're a person of color, you're limited just due to being a person of color. And so everybody else it's like it sets everybody up to pity you. And then if you're white, you need to repent of your whiteness to make the person of color feel okay. I mean, this doesn't belong in school at all. These woke bills or woke terms, like you said that she was not a fan of Latinx or whatever. Latinx? Is that what it's? Yeah,
I don't know. You think I know Latinx, what it means or how you pronounce it?
Well, it's because they have nothing better to do than make all these terms to include everybody. But it's like in Canada, we're using that term racialized people, where it sounds like something's been done to you. No, I'm racialized, apparently. It sounds like somebody did something bad to me. So yeah, I'm just over the wokeness. And kids need to, judge people's character based by their actions, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Yeah, totally agree.
AD, I just sent you the video of her talking about Latinx, or I don't know how to pronounce it even.
You
But
can't keep up.
it's like she's the first Latino governor of well, lieutenant governor. Maybe she'll be a governor one day. She would make a great governor, but we have DeSantis, which is also super great. So we don't need a replacement right now. But what I'm trying to say is she's amazing. Her parents were Cuban immigrants. They fled from Cuba. I told her before the interview that I'm from Canada, and she's like, it's almost as bad as Cuba is. So, she's on the ball. She knows what's happening, and she's not a fan of tyranny at all.
But would we look at one of like one of the part of your video of the interview that you did?
Yeah, I don't know about
let's
you,
go.
but I refuse to embrace these ridiculous woke terms like Latinx. That's not happening. I can tell you, I am proud to stand here as the first Latina lieutenant governor in the history of our great state. And I am offended by that term, Latinx. And you know it's bad when the left-leaning fake news Miami Herald editorial board begs Democrats and progressives to drop the term. I don't know about...
Yeah,
So you see,
I agree. Like, why giving some name to represent or to point someone by where you're from or who you are? Just we are all we are human.
people.
Why we cannot
Human.
like just identify ourselves by I'm a human, as you.
Right. Exactly. And they're Americans as well, right? Like
Yeah.
it never just gets, if you want to be treated equal, just act equal, right? Like, I don't know. I have a friend, and her son is mixed, but he's very light skinned. And in school, I think he's in the middle
Like
school
us.
age.
Yeah.
They did an exercise in his school where they made the people of color go to one side and the white kids go to the other side. And he's on the spectrum, and he asked, where do I go? He wasn't sure. And they said, the teacher said, for the purpose of this exercise, because of the way you look, you can go with the white people. Like, it's so ridiculous. So then I guess he had to repent of his whiteness. I mean, it's not funny at all. It reminds me of that bill that, is it the governor of Oregon passed a couple months ago, where there it is. So Governor Kate Brown, said to help out the people of color, they're just going to lower the standards of, math, and I believe it was English to graduate. I mean, that's how you're going to help people. I think that is a racist law to pass, because it would set people of color up for failure in the real world, and then they miss out. So this wokeness is a plague, and I think Canadians need to be a little bit more aware of it. I have lots of conversations with my kids. I assure you it's happening, and they don't even know it, because it's always packaged in these nice terms of not being racist and being inclusive. And I teach my kids, it's like, no, you work hard, you reap what you sow, just like what the Bible says. And, and you help the needy and the poor. That's how it works. It doesn't matter what color of skin you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's just be a person.
That should be like the first thing way before going to school, to show children that everybody is equal and we are all at the same level, and we are all human, and we should all love each other.
Mm-hmm.
It starts when we are children. We grow up in an environment, and that will actually draw the picture of what we will be in the future. But it's
Absolutely.
not everybody that have the same environment, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
But that's great, different people, and it's why we are all funny as Yankee.
Yes.
I mean,
Sir,
I won the
talk a lot.
Talking a lot award, not a funny award.
Oh, yeah,
But-
you are.
I said,
But,
so what do I gotta do to get a Rebel Remy? Just
Yeah,
interrupt
the-
The
meetings.
more
know,
magnificent
you're unlucky that-
reporter, Drea.
You're unlucky that we don't have a requirement. What-
Well, great report, Yankee,
Yeah,
and it's nice
Well-
having you on the live stream.
Nice chatting with you guys. For the viewers, remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Say that. And see you guys next time.
I miss you.
Bye.
We miss you.
Maybe.
We need to cut him because he's talking too much.
I know,
He went
right?
the award of the speaker.
I'm talking too much, basically. Yeah.
So let's dig on the next topic today on the
All right, I gotta look it up.
conservative identity writing with foreign
Yes.
interference on election.
Mm.
Yeah. So really
So-
surprising, surprising or not, I don't know. But when we
Yeah.
look at what they say, the Conservative Party has identified 13 federal ridings where they suspect their candidate were targeted by foreign influence campaign in the recent federal election. That's from the Global News as learned. The party was briefed by Canada's two main intelligence agencies about the potential foreign intervention against their candidate during the election. Two party sources told Global News. Two, not just one. Can you believe
Yeah.
that? When they say that, it certainly looked like there was some kind of I have a difficulty with this word, orchestrated campaign by some entity that was probably not a Canadian political party. Wow.
Well, one of the MPs or former MPs now, because perhaps he was booted out. It was actually quite a close race. Was MP Kenny Chu from the Richmond riding, and he right away, right after the results came in, said he believed this happened because I believe some of his constituents told him he had put out some sort of registry bill he proposed, and it was going to make any kind of foreign investors, I believe, basically be listed. And so his constituents and himself believe that's what made him a target. I like Mr. Chu. I think I interviewed him once, and it was at a protest in Vancouver that was being critical of China, the Chinese Communist Party. So I'm pretty sure he was probably on a list already. I was probably on a list just for reporting on it, but that's the type of politicians we need, the ones that when they see something wrong, they're not afraid to bring it forward and not cowering to bullies outside. So I'm glad now it seems like it didn't just end with him looking like a sore loser or something like that. It appears they have something now to support the claims. And we'll see what's actually going to happen with this, because what happens when
But the problem with that, we heard it, we see it in the news, and a couple of days or months after, it began to be like something that we never really heard anymore. Like, especially when we look at the Winnipeg two scientists that we don't know what's happened with them. It's another thing.
Yeah.
It's
You're
just
talking
like-
about something we can't talk on YouTube, I think.
exactly.
But you're right. You're right. What's going on?
It's so many obvious things that we know about, but it's quiet after that we heard one time or like for a couple of days.
Well, even the two Michaels, right? I mean, I feel, yes, there was lots of coverage and stuff like that. But after the return, it's like, well, what now, right?
Yeah,
What
and
now?
I hope he
So-
will have an investigation on that, because I think it's really something that we
Yeah.
should have a look at it for. The next election will probably come on in 2 years,
Yeah.
because Trudeau
Well,
said that they don't want
or-
to be a minority government.
Yes, I think we dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. So, have you heard as well, like Putin and Xi Simon partnership in face of Western pressure? So actually, Putin and Xi are joining their force together against the Western country. It's what will happen if the Russia and China join their force? It's two really powerful country.
Powerful it is, and I go right to my mind goes right to biblical passages of the Red Army.
Yes.
So
it's kind of scary in the same time
it's a little scary.
we have nuclear in one country, and the other one country, it's everything about power, money, population, army. So and they want to take over like some place that they say that the U.S. have failed.
Wasn't it not too long ago? I thought they weren't getting along very well. I thought China was trying to say, hey, you've got some of our land, and there was an issue there. So I guess they've reconciled, and now it's a force to be reckoned with for sure.
But we'll probably know more in the couple of days coming or months about this new partnership. We'll keep an eye on it because I think it's really important for us. So we have actually the article right there. So what it's saying is like China-Russia relation demonstrates sustainable viability. Xi Jinping state that China and Russia firmly support each other on crucial issues and safeguard their national dignity and national interest. So in Beijing, the 15th of December, China and Russia relation demonstrate sustainable viability in defiance.
Okay.
Oh, I will leave my English today. Of various trials. China President Xi Jinping said during virtual negotiation with Russia President Vladimir Putin by video link. You're probably better than me for reading an article. But I'm trying.
You're doing good. I think we're all supportive of it. It says the world has entered a period of turbulence and great change. Chinese-Russian relations have withstood different trials to demonstrate their viability and get a second wind.
Wow.
So definitely let's keep our eye on that. Keep the public informed.
I think especially on this period of time that we live on, we are so concentrated on one thing that we forget what is going on in the rest of the world. But I think it's really important that we open our eyes, not just on one thing that I cannot really mention here, but we will leave soon because we want to go at the second part. But I think, keep an eye on other relation that is getting created around us.
Now, if you are watching and you're like, hey, I kind of like these guys on Rebel, I'm glad I found this channel, or I'm always happy to sit and chill with the Rebels, then one of the ways you can support our journalism is to do shopping. My favorite way to support anything in life, you can go to rebelnewsstore.com. We've got lots of fun stuff. You can let people know you're a Rebel. Right there, Christmas shirt. I've got that toque there, I think in both colors, and lots of fun stuff on there you can get. And there's even stuff if you don't want to be blatant, you want to be a little bit more discreet, you can do that too. But anything that you purchase there definitely goes to help our journalism. We don't get a penny from the federal government's media payout, nor would we take it. We rely on you guys, and thank you so much for all the support you do. I love the Christmas gear there, but I'm a fan of Christmas in general. And I think both of us have coupon codes, right?
Yay!
So use mine. No, I'm just
You should use the Drea one because she's the fabulous one, like in all the clothes. She have more than me actually, and I'm jealous because I love
clothes?
the sweater is so comfy.
I like to shop, so I make sure when something's new out, I get it. But yeah, it's just our first names, Alexa, and then 10, Drea, 10, and that gives you 10% off. I mean, we don't get a personal kickback. We just like competing, I guess. So that gives you 10% off of one order. So you might want to bulk things together. And yeah, thanks for anybody who's already been wearing our gear. And another thing is too, like maybe people say, I like what you got on, and you get to tell people about us, which is another thing because we're highly censored and suppressed on the algorithms. So
Yeah, and let's pass to the wavy topic. So for guys, for the YouTube, we need to say bye to YouTube. I'm so sorry because unfortunately we don't want to be strike out or losing all of you. So we need to pass on Rumble, Super U, or Odyssey. You have the link just under if you want to join us. Please don't miss that part. Is the most
Yeah.
awesome, funny, and interesting part.
and people are going to chat with us too. How do they do that?
For the chat, if you want, actually, we want to know what you're doing for Christmas, Drea? Because
Okay.
Christmas is coming, and so
Okay.
you can do it by the pay chat, and we will read your message.
Oh, fun. I can't wait to talk about Christmas.
Me too.
Okay.
Like I don't